Good morning, everybody. I'm waiting to see me pop up over here on YouTube. Should in a second. How is everybody this morning? The washing machine is going in the background, and I think it's kind of noisy. It should actually kick down to more silent in a moment, but I'm waiting for it to do that. See if we have to go turn it off or not. Today's an exciting day. Today I'm getting the heater. Yay! So we have Hawkins family in the house. Good morning. Lily's in the house. Good morning. Swiveler, my Swiveler is in the house. Good morning. And it's Aquatics channel. If you guys haven't checked that out, do. Hey, Swiveler, is that dryer too noisy? I'm hoping it kicks down here in a second. Jill, good morning. How are you? Today's a very, very exciting day, guys. Hi, Telka. Good morning. Good to see you. Today is heater day. Yep. This is going away. It's going to change to, where is it? There. This is going to change to a different box. I don't know if it'll look different when he's done or not. But the heat's coming today. I'm so cold. I've been cold for so long. It's just been bad. And my muddy mess is in the house. Good morning. Mr. Tully 41 is in the house. Good morning. Adrian's in the house. Good morning, all of you. Remember, Talka's English is not so good, so make out his Spanish just fine. There you go. Hi, my friends. He's saying good day to all of his friends and big hugs and all that. You simplified that a whole lot, Kelly. I know I did. Very good, Talka. It's good to see you. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, please do. So how has things been going? Wow. Let's see. Today is the 12th. We're almost halfway through the month already. I have to be out of the Linwood house by the end of the month. I don't have to. Okay. I just, I need to. We need to get it going. What is this? Oh, is that something with the electric box? Stay down. Oh no, you guys, I haven't dyed my hair either. I know it's like something about well water. Anybody else here live on the well water? Because my hair is just being weird and it's changing colors. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Isn't it? It's getting darker. The gray, not so much gray today. How are you doing, Buddy Pigs? I don't know. Is it the breaker box that's pulling my hair over? Yeah, we're getting a new one that's coming in today too with the heater and stuff because the electricity as it is right now won't let the house run. It keeps popping off. So stop it, Kelly, you weirdo. I know, I can't help it. Oh, let's see. Well water. When I had a well, was soft, very soft water, hard to get the soap off. Yeah, my hair is like, I'm sure you guys like to hear all this. The men. Sorry, guys. We're going to talk about that. My hair is like super soft, but it's like changing color. I don't dye my hair. And it's misbehaving all the time. It just gets like frizzy weird and I don't know. It's not like it was before. But we're on well water now, so I think that has to be the difference. And I noticed the soap doesn't lather the same and everything else. So I don't know. It's okay. And it also, everything smells earthy. It's the minerals in it, and the water tastes earthy. It doesn't taste bad. And it's super healthy water. So I don't know what to say. It's just different, right? Well, it doesn't have the chemicals in it. Yep. Isn't that interesting? But I did notice like the gray is going. I actually usually have a whole bunch of gray up in here. And it's just not as much, or it doesn't show as much. I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. I think a lot of old days we added bleach into it. Yeah, I've never added anything into my water. It's my own well, and I'm the only one on the well, so I'm not worried about catching something from somebody else. But I guess the water table can always get contaminated or bad. The water tastes good. I cook with it and stuff like that on our hot plate. I drink my coffee made with the water. I haven't grown a third eye or anything. I think it's good. Yeah, I don't add anything to it. I don't touch it. Hi, Blistering. How are you? Good to see you. Good morning. So today, what I thought we would talk about, the topic, besides the fact that Grandma's getting heat today, so I can get moving on this house. It's really hard to work. If I shut it, the woman's misbehaving. My mom keeps wanting to go that way. It's okay, guys. It's okay. It was me. Woo. Have it tested to make sure. Well, let's see. Yeah, I will. I'll have it tested. I should. You're right. Make sure I don't grow a third eye or anything. They inspected the well and they gave it a clean bill of health. So I thought that would be a water test too, but I guess you're right. And all our pipes, all our plumbing pipes have been changed. All of them in the house, throughout the whole house. It's all new pipe now, and it's the latest and greatest crap that's supposed to expand and contrast, and instead of being the bigger ones you see, it's just this little tiny pipe. It's really funny. It's really different. So I don't know. We'll see, right? I just know my hair is changing, and I'm pretty sure it's the well water. Good morning, everyone. Hello, She Devil. Good morning. Good to see you. She will probably be working today. Well, she's listening. It's about that time, right, Tommy? Tommy, do you have any big trips coming up in your camp? No, what am I want to call it? A bus? Oh my God, Kelly, in your bus. Sure look forward to seeing something about that. Let's see. Topic: do you accept that you are flawed? First question. Hi, Dan B. Grilling and chilling with Dan B. Good morning, my friend. So that's the first question. Do you accept that you are flawed? Oh, not yet, she wishes. Oh, I hope so soon, sweetie. It's a lot of work and time was put into that. I heard something about leaks, but I wasn't sure. Anybody on the first part of that question? Anybody? One person? Are we not doing topics today? There are days that we don't need to do topics. We can just talk about my future heater at 8 a.m. I'm sure it's going to take most of the day. They have to change out electricity. They might even be here tomorrow, too. Might be a 2-day event. And then I can really get moving, because it is really hard to get out of Command Central when the house is 40 degrees. You know what I mean? I stay in here with the heater on, the little portable heater on me with the dogs, and then I go up to my bedroom and we all get under the covers and sleep. And that's how it's been for weeks now. And it's kind of sort of been a bit miserable, to be honest, but that's okay. Do you accept that you are flawed? That's the question today. First part of the question. Tell him I said hi. Thank you, Anne. Yes, I accept that I am flawed. I know I'm not perfect, and I know that others are not perfect. For some people, it's hard knowing you're flawed, right? Right. That biblical phrase about you see this speck of sand in someone else's eye, but you can't see the big piece of log in yours, right? The big piece of wood in yours, right? I think it's hard to accept that you're flawed, and I think it's very hard to see your flaws, unless we're talking about physical. Okay? Personality-wise, flaws, stuff like that, I think it's much harder to see your own, right? And acknowledge them, and work with them, and accept them. Now, there's tons of people out there who will be happy to tell you all your flaws as they see it. tell you everything that's wrong about you. Right? I've been in those relationships. Anybody else been in those relationships? Right? Let's see. I have to have a sense of humor about how deeply flawed I am about myself. That is healthy, though. Having a sense of humor is good. Okay, we are all flawed. None of us are perfect. But our personality and our internal flaws and our Swiveler, of course you're flawless, honey. We know this, buddy. That's why we love you so much, is that you're perfect. God, wouldn't that be awful to have to be perfect? No, seriously, wouldn't that be awful? Right? I think it would be awful to have to be perfect. Because you make one little mistake, you have one little thing wrong. I had trouble with one of the twins. His need to be the best, his need to be perfect, his need to always be right, his need to, on and on the perfection side. And it was a problem. And it's like, dude, chillax. You don't always have to be best. Because when he wouldn't hit the mark of best, when he wouldn't hit the mark of first, when he wouldn't win the gold, when he wouldn't, it would be like, just stop it, dude. Not everybody's perfect in everything. Not all the time are you number one. And it took a long time to get him to understand that being number two, getting the silver instead of the gold, was actually more beneficial. Because if you're always getting the gold, you're in the wrong arena. You're in the wrong competition. And that took me forever to get through his head. A state championship, a national championship, they don't matter. Right? And if you're cruising through everything in gold, you're in the wrong arena. Nothing's challenging you. Nothing's helping you grow. Okay? Now, if you're at the Olympics, get the gold. Just saying. Right? Oh my gosh, this hair is going to bother me. Right? Perfect, you will have no personality. That's right. That's right. I think that people who point out someone else's flaws have flaws of their own that they cannot deal with. Oh, Lillian, I like that. I like that lots. Probably, right? Probably, like, my hair's driving me nuts. Yeah. Was a really good point, Lillian. Being made fun of my whole life makes me feel that the way I do. Yeah. I had some real trouble with that too. It has to do with my not learning to read till I was 12, my dyslexia. It had to do with everything had to do with that to begin with, and the fact that I was labeled retarded. Yeah, take the word, swallow the word. I know it's 2024, and that's not a word we were supposed to use. Okay, but we can dumb it down. We can smooth it over. We can make it better. But that's not what the adults in my world were saying. That's not what the other kids were saying. The word they used was, she's such a cute little girl, but sad. She's sort of retarded. Okay, I wasn't deaf. I couldn't read. Big difference, right? When do we make that go away? Was that family? Was that friends? Was out there in the world? If it was your family, shame on them. TGIF, good morning. My family said stuff like that when they thought I couldn't hear, but after all, I was retarded. So, somewhere that makes you void of feelings. But I wasn't. I just have dyslexia, and I have I just can't focus. Trust me. If I was a child in today's school system, I would have every letter after my name that you could think of. But because I am who I am, you don't get to define me, and you don't get to put me in a box. And I won't accept letters, and I won't accept medicines to make it through, right? Yeah. You got made fun of by your hearing aids. Yeah. Now, isn't that funny? Is that not funny? Haha. Funny, ironic. I wonder how many of those kids who made fun of you had issues, like Lily said, that they couldn't deal with about themselves, right? And as adults, when do we forgive our past and those people who did those things? Because at some point you have to forgive to move on. I'm grateful for the way I am. Okay. I can get really mad at you today. I'm serious. I get super, super mad at you today. Good morning, BC. How are you? I get super mad at you today. And that feeling, that anger, that inside, it just dissipates. It just goes away. Okay. One of my daughters has a photographic memory. She remembers everything. She is so incredibly stupid smart. If she wanted to, she could have graduated from the university 4 years early, but she didn't want to. She didn't like being that smart. She was freaky smart. Still is. Okay. Kids used to tease her about being really smart too. It's funny. They teased me about being dumb and her about being smart. Okay. Right? She can't forget anything. Did you ever think of that side of the coin? Okay. It wasn't until way down the road that I thought about it. And it was like, man, there's being you and there's being me. And I thought, man, I'm so much happier with the fact that I can't remember things. I don't remember the feeling of the anger. I don't remember the feeling of the hurt. I don't remember the feeling of the wrong somebody did to me. So it dissipates and I'm not mad anymore. I live a much happier life because I can't remember things. Right? That took me a long time to get to. I am happy with who I am. I am clean and sober and flawed and absolutely love myself. That's beautiful. That's good. That's good. I, too, this day, don't like telling people I can't hear them. So I go every day not knowing what has been said, even jobs I have had trained I couldn't hear. It's just part of you, Sandra. It's just part of you. It's part of who you are. Probably makes you a whole lot more observant with other parts of your body, with your sight and your touch and your taste, and it's supposed to enhance other things when one thing's missing. Good morning, Hobo Rob. How are you? Good to see you. John Mayo, good morning. Good to see you. I was up at 2 a.m. correcting low blood sugar. Oh, that's such a challenge. I'm sorry, my friend. Right? Other part of that, a question is, why is it so hard to accept that others are flawed? Okay. Certain things, and I don't know how much this is true for men, since I'm not a man. I'm not going to go speak for you guys. I will not. It's like when men speak, I am a woman. No, you're not, dude. You have that thing down there. You ain't not. But that's another story for another day. I went sailing on the sea of feelings. It was an emotion. BC, you're funny. Hobo Rob is brewing coffee now. I don't have any coffee today. Oh my God. We're out of coffee. I know. Hobo Rob says, I know I'm flawed. Okay. I don't know if this is, because I didn't think about this when I chose this question. It's because it's really hard for people to see the flaws in themselves unless you're a woman and you're looking in the mirror. I don't know if men are that way. Are you guys that way too? Okay. I was listening to this guy yesterday. It might have been the day before. See, memory. And he said, I don't want you standing close to the mirror at all anymore. You stand back 20 feet so you can see the whole of you. Well, first of all, where am I going to be able? I can't see that far. No, I can't see that far. Where am I going to be able to stand in front of a mirror 20 feet away? I guess I could in the living room, dining room area. And you're going to tell yourself how beautiful you are and how great you are and all these positive things. And you're going to do that for a whole month. And at no point in time are you going to sit here this close to the mirror and pick out everything that's wrong with you. My eyes are lopsided most days. Actually, my whole face is lopsided most days. Has to do with morning inflammation. It gets better by the time the night is there. Okay. So the physical flaws women can see in themselves, like boom, and pick it out over and over and over again. You're not going to go up on my keyboard and mess things up, sweetie. Right? But I'm talking about the internal, the physical, the personality, that kind of thing. Okay. It's so hard to see what's wrong in yourself. It's so easy to pick out on somebody else. And so many people want to sit here and tell you what's wrong with you. Do you do that to the one you love? Well, I just checked on my man. Thank you, buddy. Yeah. I want to stop by, but I'm at the doctor's appointment. Oh, I hope it goes well, my friend. I hope it goes well. Right? Treasure Coast Magnet Fishing. How are you? Good morning. Thank you for coming by. We have a topic running this morning. So are you one of those person chilling and grilling? He's lurking and working like usual. Now what are you doing? I'm just lurking, having a hard time missing my kids so bad. I'm not myself. I'm sorry. That does not sound good. Did you recently separate, or are they just on a vacation, or is it a more permanent thing? That gets really hard. Good morning. Check out the new logo that Jen at Rusty Maintenance made me last night. Very cool. Yeah, she does good stuff, doesn't she? She really does. Are you one of those people who point out other people's flaws all the time? You do that to the people you love. Do you accept that about the big people in your life? That they too are flawed? I spent a lot of my last 3 kids in Taekwondo rings, so it's an easier thing for me to point out, right? And I'll be sitting next to those moms and dads, and it's a very competitive sport, and most people are those moms and dads. I'm not. I would prefer they quit and do something else. It was expensive. It took up a lot of our time. They really loved it and they were really good at it, so they did it. Not because of me, but more than once. And my kids are top. They're top in the United States. Okay. And parents would come to me and say stuff like, my son did this wrong and that wrong. How do you get your sons not to do these things? It's like, how do I get them not to? I don't. Okay. Or a kid will be in there in a match against my son. They all know they're my son. Okay. And my son just kind of like, wins. Okay. And they'll say stuff like, my kid did this wrong. My kid did that wrong. What's wrong with him? And it's like, yeah, but he did everything else right. Okay. 2 major mistakes may be made in the ring. Absolutely everything else was great. Effort was great. Heart was great. Brain was great. Missed a few kicks. Yeah. Those kicks is all they saw. Right? Why do we do that to people we love? Why can't we accept that they are too flawed and not perfect? Why do we feel it's our job to point out where they're not perfect? It's a lot. I don't know if I could talk about it in here. I'm sorry, Dan. Not me. I have enough of my own. See? Backbreaking. Good morning, my friend. Backbreaking. Good morning. Good to see you. Okay. You know what? I have been recently pointed out to me in the last, we'll say recently, like year or so, that I have a control issue. First of all, I don't need that pointed out to me. I know I do. Okay. You know what my control issue, though, is? Oh, there. The door is shutting by itself again. This is getting spooky. Oh, the cat is shutting the door. She does that a lot. She's opening and shutting doors, and it's spooky. Okay. I don't think my control issue is a bad thing. My control issue is about me, keeping me under control, keeping me on track, keeping my schedule going, keeping my life where it needs to be going. Okay, now it wanders. It always does. Like if they're done today, the work guys are done today, I'm not going to wake up tomorrow morning. I'm going to sleep as long as I want. Right? That is not my schedule. But I'm going to have an off day. Okay, but it was pointed out to me that I have a control issue. And at first it hurt my feelings, and then I thought, you know what? Screw you. Your opinion isn't important to me. It really isn't. I do have a control issue, but that issue of control is about controlling me, myself, and I. I don't have the energy to control anybody else because, first of all, you can't, I can't, we can't. So why do you expend the energy to do those kind of things? Now, there has to be rules. There has to be stuff like that in your house when you're raising kids and you're living with other people and you have a family. There has to be those rules and stuff like that, right? There has to be structure, shall we call it that? But yeah, I'm enough. Yep. Treasure Coast. Yeah. Yeah, I'm up quite enough to handle, thank you. And handling me, myself, and I, by me, myself, and I, it's quite enough, thank you. So if you want to say I have a control issue, I do. It's about controlling this one and this. Oh my gosh. You don't know how many times the inside of my cheeks have been sore because I've purposely have like, shut your mouth. Just hold it. Just hold it. Bite those cheeks a little bit. Okay. Not my place to say, not my story to tell, not my drama to be in, not my place to give you a solution. No one asked me for it. Right. Spending all your time pointing out other people's flaws, and you must feel you have a lot of your own. Yeah. Mrs. Can Do, good morning. Good morning. A meetings on Hawkett's family's channel today. Bye, backbreaking. It's good to see you. I hope it goes well. AU, good to see you. Talking today. We're talking. Treasure says, I'm a father of 4, and I have always tried to guide my kids with my own life experience. And most of the time, I find they still have to learn on their own. That's right. That's right. Right? It's so easy to see others' flaws and so hard to see your own. I've spent years looking at my flaws, years thinking of how I can be better, years of working on myself. Seriously, I've been under construction for almost my whole life. Of course I have. So have you. But I want you to think about the people you love, the people that you care for, the people in your world. How many times have I wanted to take a word and shove it back in? Lost my temper. Wait, stop. Let me gather that all up. No, wait, just hold on. Let me gather that all up and shove it back in and swallow hard and make it all go away because it should have never came out. It's hard to accept the flaws in others that are around you. Okay, I'm not going to say it's not hard. It is hard. Right? Coffee walks and whatever. Good morning. Good to see you. Welcome, Deb. Okay. It's very hard to accept the flaws around. It's hard too not to fix problems for people. You know? And there's so many people out there that if you fix their problems, okay, it doesn't make it better. It just continues, right? And I do. I think back a lot to the Taekwondo days, city and side ring. And I think about so many poor kids whose parents just totally defeated them. Right? Because of one or two things, errors they made. That it will cost them the match, but I mean, Jesus, it's just a state championship. It's nothing big. Or it's, just a national championship. It's not a big deal. It really is not. I know to some people, to mom or dad, it might be, but it's not. It shouldn't be. Okay? Your kid has enough problems. Your husband has enough problems. Your wife has enough problems. Nobody needs to be pointing that out to them, their flaws, constantly, all the time. Okay? Especially when there's 1,000 other things that are good, 1,000 other things that are amazing. Right? It's hard to be adult when you're raising kids too. It's really hard. Okay, the adulting part of life isn't all that fun all the time. But I tell you this, I love being an adult. I love deciding what I eat, when I wake up, when I go to bed, when I work, when I don't work, all the things I do. Okay, I like making all my own decisions. Being an adult is the best thing. And I think it has nothing to do with raising kids. Raising kids is an extra added thing on the side. Being an adult has to happen whether or not you have kids. It's an age thing. Okay. But I can understand hard. You're looking at your side of the fence. Okay. My side of the fence is hard too. It's very hard. Okay. I have one kid at home. She's almost gone. The boys are getting their own place. I've raised 7 children. Right. A lot of that time I was a single parent. It's hard. Good morning, Totally Gnarly Treasure. It's good to see you. Very good. I have definitely learned that once you let it out, you can't put it back. And I used to have a short fuse when I was younger, and I have a very good grip on it these days. I learned the hard way. Yeah. Alienate people. Right? Drive people away. Right? All that happens because of things that come out of your mouth. All that happens because of things you say and then you can't put it back. Things you had no business saying. Right? Some cats having an issue. Oh, they're fighting. They're having attitude. Hi, Janice Webber. Good morning. It's good to see you. Yeah, the girls aren't being nice to each other. So, today, yesterday, tomorrow, last week, what are you going to say? What did you say? What shouldn't have you said? Okay. I have a lot of you guys have known that I've gone carnivore. I'm vegan for years. Bad health, a lot of medicine. I've gone carnivore, which I'm still struggling with because I can't, especially with all the cows around. You know what? I bought a farmhouse in the middle of, there's dairy going on all around me, cows around me. And I eat eggs, butter, salt, beef. Okay. Former vegan. For years vegan. My health has been doing nothing but getting better since I was a carnivore. Right? I'm working to slim down, to get healthier. I'm not even working to slim down, you guys. What I'm working on is just getting healthier. Eating and living. I'm eating to live instead of living to eat. I buy my eggs from a farm. As soon as we get this electric thing, I'm gonna go get a cow. One that's already cut up and packaged, not one that's real, right? Look, one that's real. Reality, Kelly. It was a real cow. Shh. No, it wasn't. It wasn't one of these cute things across the way. Hi, Incognito. Good to see you. Right? because I'm in the last stage of my life. Okay. Two brothers treasures. Ooh, ooh. I'm in the last stage of my life. I don't take medication anymore. I'm not going to go to the doctor anymore. You hear the cats fighting? The girls are not being nice to each other. I'm going to have to go break it up in a minute. I have a squirt bottle. Anyway, I'm taking care of myself, but I see husbands and wives together. And I see this single person or that single person. I watch people eat. And, because for a while, well, we still don't have a stove. Everything we do is on a hot plate. Okay, the stove should be today. I'm watching people kill themselves with what they eat, and I'm not trying to be dramatic. But when you look at your loved one and they're no longer in shape and they're no longer healthy, and what they're doing is actually killing themselves, and what you're doing is too. I love your new place. I hope that our new house next month so I can. Oh, nice. No chickens this year for me. None. Anyway. And it's sad. Okay. Part of wanting my health to be better is because I don't want to be a burden on my children. This last week, grandchild number 8 was born. Grandchild number 9 will be born this summer. Okay. Our mouth. Our mouth causes most of the problems in our life. I want to say it's our brain, but it's not. You have an option to stop it. You have an option not to comment. You have an option not to do something. You have an option not to say something. You can't help but see it. Once it's gone in front of your eyes, it's there. You have the knowledge, but it's your mouth. The tongue is the worst weapon in the world. I want to say that, but let's not blame the tongue, because you can write it. You can sign it. You can still say and do the same hateful things. Morning, Bill. It's so good to see you. Right? We tried chickens years ago. We were not farmers. I played like a kid my whole life. Never really grew up like my friends with kids did. There's some of that. I get that. Hobo. Rob, I get that. I do. I think I kept having kids so I wouldn't have to grow up. I know that's a funny thing to say. Okay. Most of our problems in our whole life, in our whole world, and this is going to sound really stupid, and it's just kind of like off the cuff, I might change my mind some other time, is our mouth. Almost all of it is our mouth. What we put in our mouth. What we choose. You choose. You're an adult. Put on the big boy panty, big girl's panty. You're an adult. You're choosing what you put in your mouth. I have no willpower. Oh, that's bullshit. I don't believe in willpower. Sorry. You either do it or you don't do it. It's your choice. Don't make an excuse. Lily, thank you so much. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. Oh, good for you, Treasure Coast. How fun. How fun. Very good. Grandkids are special. It's different. It is. Hello, everybody. I'm working. Just popped in to say hello. Now that get back to work. Love you, expressions. Thank you for saying hi. I appreciate you. Right? When are we going to quit making excuses about our flaws? When are we going to quit saying things to people we love about their flaws? Do you know you're probably part of the cause of it? Right? No, everybody's responsible for their own happiness. I'm not saying that. Okay. But that person standing next to you, which I don't have. So let's talk on a level of authority, Kelly, because I've had 4 significant relationships, common denominator in all 4. You can't blame them all. I mean, I know it takes 2. I know it takes 2 to have a problem and not have a problem. I get that. Okay, I get that. Okay, but how much of that person standing next to you is self-esteem, self-love, self-care is your fault? Because of your mouth, because of what you said, what you did. Now, I'm going to go back to the fact that, again, they are an adult and they are responsible for their own happiness. They are responsible for their own choices. They are responsible for all that stuff, each individual. But how much damage did you do? Right? Thank you for being here still and listening. Hey, Jocko. Good to see you, my friend. Very, very good to see you. Things are going good. Did you ever light the fire? No. It's still half burned out there and out because of the rain. I'll catch it today. Yeah, look at this. I got a torch. That sucker's gonna burn. No, I'm kidding. Crazy old lady. Okay. Do you think about that? How your mouth, how your attitude, how your actions, how your self-care. Thank you, Hobo Rob. I appreciate that. How much damage did you do to your children? I'm sure I did my share. My kids grew up in spite of me. Right? And this is not a feel bad for myself. This is not a pity party for myself. Guys, don't do that. Know what you did and what you didn't do. Know what you should have done and what you could have done. Know what you didn't do, what you should have done. All these things, on we go. Could have, would have, should have. Draw a line, start today, and stop it. Stop the destructive behavior for yourself. Dang those cats. Now they're in the bathroom tearing apart the curtain. Ah! Anybody want some cats? No, I'm just kidding. I can't get rid of them. They're my responsibility, right? Oh, I feel so special, Rob. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Right? Kind of a heavy topic today, I think. Sorry it got so heavy. But I've been thinking a lot lately. Entering a new stage in my life. Right? The biggest advice I can give to young people is don't repeat negativity. If there's something that was bad about your childhood, change it for your children. That's what I did. That's right. I love you. I do. Right? Change it. Don't repeat it. That's a lot of problem too. Simple things. Okay. I have hung around with lots of people. And it's really funny. It's simple little things are family traits. How many of your family traits are good ones? Let me give you a simple example. This is silly, but expand it out into bigger things. When I take a potato and a potato peeler, I always peel it like this. Why do I do that? My grandma did it. My mom did it. I do it. I was at a friend's house when I was younger, and they peeled it like this. Now you're going silly. Why do they peel it like this? Their mother did it. Their grandma did it. Right? What end of the banana do you open? Well, the part that was stuck to the tree. No, I know people who open the other end. Why? That's not how you do it. Why do you do it the way you do it? Because I did it, my mother did it, my grandma did it. Okay? How many people berated their children with sarcasm? I didn't do that. I mean, my father sure did. Why did you do that? Well, my parents did it, and their parents did it. See what I'm getting at? How many things get passed down? Um, hmm. One of my husbands, it just drove me nuts. I quit cooking. I'm actually a very good cook. We just don't tell anybody anymore because I don't want to anymore. One of my husbands, only thing he would eat was meat, potatoes, and corn with gravy. That's it. Anything else was, why the hell did you cook this? Well, because it's food and it's good, and try it. I mean, when we were dating, you would go out and eat all kinds of different food. And now that we're married, I'm supposed to cook meat, potatoes, and corn and nothing else. Really? Right? Hi, Kenneth. Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's catch this. You're in control of your own destiny. It's up to you to make the right decisions. Your decisions create your path for your future. That's right. Everything is based off decisions and choices, right? Everything. Okay? Okay. I had another husband. I've totally quit cooking, by the way. Just I really seriously mean it. I don't cook anymore. I just don't. I fry up my eggs and I Instapot my beef and I'm done. Um, every time I cook something, and I was trying to learn a new cuisine, a new country's cuisine, and I'm really actually good at that. I usually find a cookbook. I can find an authentic cookbook. I have people who I'll ask. Someone will be in the kitchen who cooks that kind of food, and I pay attention because I used to love it. But everything was too salty or not salty enough. So wait a minute. I wrote it down. Here's a salt shaker, first of all. Fix it. Shut your mouth. Somebody made your food. I know you can't take salt out if it's too salty, but you can fix the other way. Okay. And I went back and spent time with his mother. And I watched her cook and I listened to her feed the food. Okay. She'd serve the food and everything was either too salty or not salty enough. Every time she cooked something, she decided something was wrong with her food. Okay, there was something wrong with it. And by the way, she cooked really good food. Right? So why did my husband react that way every time I cooked something? That's because that's the way he was brought up. Okay? He was brought up. Those two men I never cooked for. My first husband was very appreciative, and I can cook Vietnamese and Chinese food like you can't believe, like Mama cooks them. I also spent a lot of time with Mama learning how to cook it. Her best thing was to have me cook something and have her friends over and feed them and say, hey, it's the white lady with the blue eyes, that girl, she cooked this food. After they told her how beautiful and lovely all her food was, she loved that. She had so much fun with that. Okay. How many times have our words, because of what's passed on through generations, damaged those we love? As a parent, I got to think about my mouth. As a parent, I got to think of what I did and didn't do. What I passed down, knowingly or not knowing. Trust me, my last 3 kids had a lot better than my first 4. Let's see. I only went to the 3rd and ninth grades at the same school. Otherwise, we were moving. I was always a new kid. Yeah, I was a total loner. Moving a kid around a lot will do that. Either make you have be able to have lots of friends or no friends. It's either one extreme or the other. I've noticed. I burn everything I cook, so my wife has banned me from cooking. Did you do that intentionally, Busby? I often wonder about people who say, "Oh, I can't cook. I burn everything." My wife, she burns water. I've heard that before. My question, she did that intentionally. Busby, did you do that intentionally? It's a focus issue. It's paying attention to what you cook. You can read instructions. You learn to drive a car, right? It's just following instructions. That's all cooking is. Expressions, thank you so much. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. That's so nice of you. Thank you, sir. Right? That was very nice. You never have to cook. I'm going to tell you this. I'm calling you out in this because for a reason, Busby. I had a dear friend growing up. Okay. She never cooked a day in her life when she got married. Why? She says she just burned the first 3 or 4 meals. And you say, "Oh, honey, I'll try." And then anytime they ask you to cook from there on out, you mess it up. They quit asking you to cook. And your husband will actually come home from work and do all the cooking. Because she didn't like to cook. It's not that she couldn't. She just didn't like to. Right? So she made sure that her husband thought she couldn't cook. Whatever. I didn't take that advice. I did give up though. Right? Oh, but Rob, that sucks. I have moved around a lot when I was a kid, but only in like a 10-mile radius. Yeah, but you still know people. It's hard. It's hard. My grandkids are military kids, so they get moved around a lot, a lot. So, yeah. Thank you, expressions. I greatly appreciate you so much. Right? There we go. It's not that you can't, honey. You don't have the patience for cooking. That's another thing. You have the patience for doing the dishes. Okay. In any relationship, there's no like one rule. And it's not like the good old days when the wife got to stay home. If you get to be a stay-home wife, you are so fortunate. If all that's expected of you is to stay home and raise the children, which, by the way, is the most important job, is staying home and raising the children. The kitty's trying to mess with things. That's a whole nother topic. Who's raising our children? Because it's not us anymore, which is not okay, by the way. It's not okay. Right? So my wife cooks, cleans, does everything, has a full-time job. That's not okay, guys. That's not okay, women. That's not okay. She likes to work. She likes to work because she's tired of being hungry. She likes to work because she's tired of not having enough money to pay bills. She likes to work because I can go down a whole list. Your wife doesn't like to work outside the house. She's just tired of being hungry, and she's tired of you not being able to support her in the way she feels she should be. Now there's the other side of the coin, right? You chose that man. He goes to work and he works hard. You have to make the rest of it work. The budgeting, the money, where the money goes. Right? So there's another side to this. Right? There's always other sides, not just one side. Right? Okay, on we go. You can make crepes and grilled cheese. See? You'll survive. I make a killer buffalo chicken dip. Awesome. You will survive. Yeah, grilled cheese does sound good, doesn't it? Get away, kitty. Oh my gosh. Our compromise. She cooks, I clean. Perfect, right? It works out for you, right? Find what works out. Find what makes both of you happy, because there is always a middle ground. There's always a little thing. Okay. William, try making a grilled cheese with Monster, Gouda, and Havarti. That sounds so good. It does. It sounds so good. Oh, gosh. Look at the time. Okay, let's see my comment. Sorry, guys. Time has gone by too fast, and I haven't. Ooh, look at that. They're all there. Okay, let's get this shared up. Boom. Boom. Setting, present, share. Sorry about that. I think I talked too much today. I'm sorry, guys. I just had things to say. We have heater guys coming, so I have to be on schedule today. Here we go. Are we ready? Is everybody ready? You all said hi? Well, yeah. Where did that go? Grandma Kelly was talking too much. I love cheese too. Let's go. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? John Mayo. Nice. John Mayo won. Okay, John. It's a normal schedule day, so it's $25. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle, or Amazon gift card. Emails across the bottom. Let me know how you want it, John, so I can get it to you, okay? Because I like to do that right away. There we go. Is John still in the house? Where am I at? I'm here. Here it is, too. Again. Boom. Well, John, you have to let me know. And John doesn't have to be here right now. If he's already taken off, I'll get a hold of him. None of you guys have to be here because I know everybody has work and other things they have to go and do today. I love it that people pop in and they listen and they chat. I'll try after a Costco run. Oh my God, Costco's tiring, isn't it? Or do you like shopping? See, I don't like shopping. Yep, it's one of the things I think shopping's hard and difficult and easy. It hurts my head and waste of time. And oh wait, we need food to eat and clothes to wear. It's okay, Anne. He's your husband. Spend time with him. Give him a big hug for me. Because my significant other's right here. Hi, honey. I know. It's sad. No, it's not sad. It's just what it is. Okay. Okay. Parting thoughts, parting words, parting everything. John Mayo, you need to get a hold of me. I'll get a hold of John. Guys. Your mouth does so much damage that it's unbelievable. Mine does too. I'm not talking R. Let's use the word R. That's better. Our mouth does so much damage to ourselves and to others. Okay? Are you? Yeah, I will get to the fire. I don't know if it's going to be today. Don't worry, BuzzFeed. It'll pop up. Okay? But our mouth does so much damage. On the other side of that, our mouth can do so much good. I think it's a fine art that you have to learn. And I'm never going to be good at this. I work at it all the time. Okay, flaw. Right. Can't stuff it back in. We had that said today, right? Can't gather up those words and have a retry. Once it's out there. Same thing with eating. Once you've gathered it in and put it in, it's in there. So whether it's something that should be in or something that should be out, your mouth is the gateway for it, right? Do your best at being part of the human race to know when to talk and when not to talk, what to say and what not to say, what to notice and what not to notice. Do the best you can to control that weapon, because that's a weapon or it's a blessing, right? On the other side, that don't ask questions you don't want the answers to. Setup, big setup. Does this make me look fat? God, I just, if I was a significant other to that question, I go and walk out of the room because that's a setup. You're not going to win that one. Doesn't matter what you say, right? Or me being a smart aleck, I would, if I was a man and I was being a smart aleck, I'd say something like, looks better on my girlfriend. You ask me that question, that's the answer you're going to get, right? I mean, it's just like, don't ask that question. Don't ask it. So set up. Don't fall for that guy. Hi, Stealing. Good to see you. We're just heading out. Okay. When you look at those around you and you see their flaws, try and see what's good about them. Because I'm going to tell you, their flaws are like this. The rest is like that. But this shines so bright. I don't know why. And when you look at yourself, know that you're flawed. Know that you two are not perfect. Know that you two need grace. Right? Right? And know that we'll never get it right. Just keep trying. Keep working towards better. Keep working towards improving yourself. Lead by example. Right? Nothing breaks up a fight better than one of you start laughing. Are we really fighting about this? Oh my God. I don't want to. Let's not. Okay, done. Time out. White flag. Safety. I don't care if it was salty or not salty. Let's not fight about this again. Please, honey, and tell me what's really wrong. What's really wrong? Right? You guys have a great day. And remember, don't do things just because your parents did it. Don't not do things because your parents did it. Really look at what's right and what's wrong and where you're at and where they're at and where those people that you are responsible for, because you are responsible for your children. Okay? You are the adult, they're not. I know there's been a wave lately that says otherwise, but the child does not control the house. Okay? I have to remind the teenagers of that so much. This is my house. This is my rules. If I'm being unreasonable, we can talk about it. Okay? I'm not going to guarantee that it will change, but we can talk about it. Right? You don't like it? Put in an application, get a job, and move out. Okay? Always willing to talk about it. Because maybe I am being unreasonable. Sometimes I have been. I have been unreasonable. 66 days. It's coming up great. It's going to be fun. Okay? Let's go down this really quick. Everyone, please enjoy your day. And as always, don't let nothing and no one steal your joy. Thank you so much. As always, I'm a day late and $1 short. Honey, you're always on time. Strive to make at least one person's day better. A smile has more power than you know. So true. 66 days and I get a Grandma Kelly hug. You will. Very tight one. Squeeze you. I never late to catch a word or greet a friend. Right? I'm only 4 trapped in a 48-year-old's body. That can be a problem. Okay, you guys. Have a great day. Grandma's getting heat today. Yay! Life is good. Love y'all. Have a good day. Do something nice for yourself, for those you love, for those around you, your environment. Do something nice because you can. You can do something nice. Love y'all. Bye-bye.